Hi friends, this is our application, and in this application this window we are having a button. User can click this button and select a directory. Now once this directory is selected, I can in this you can see the path is displayed here. I can change the path and all the files and directories inside this particular path is displayed. I can sort it based on the name column, or I can comment what type it is. The type also I can use it. Then the date modified, which date this is modified, from ascending to descending, both way I can do. And then I can sort it also in the based on the size. So this is the directory what the user has selected. So I can change it also. Let me go inside this and I can select this folder. Now inside this folder, whatever the files are there, different type, date modified and size, I can still sort it based on the column headers by clicking this, and the path is displayed. This particular one we'll learn in two parts. First one, we'll learn how we'll read the user selected directory, all the details of the file, and in the part 2 we'll learn how we'll put this information by creating a data frame, and then we'll go for a displaying in a tree view. We'll start from our blank Python file. So first we'll import our OS or operating system library, because we will be reading the file inside the directory and also we'll be using this. Now after this, let's because we will be using our whatever the file creation date and time. So for that we will date time import date time. So this is what you will be using it, because to create it in a different formats, our date and time. For that purpose we are using it, and because file creation date, whatever format you want, we will be using it. Now import pandas as pd. So this is pandas we are, because all the file whatever details we will get, we will store it in a data frame. Right now we will not use it. In the part 2 we will use that one. So now let's create a blank data frame. df equal to pd dot data frame. Now inside this columns, what should be the columns for this? This will be equal to, now here is a list I am giving. Now I am saying name. So sorry, I will make the uppercase name. Then next I will go type. This is my file structure, because this is what I will be using it. Then I am saying date modified. So this date modified I will also using which date. I can also use the date created, that also I can get it. We'll use one of them, date modified, because when the last modified it is. Now the size. So these are the columns what we are going to use it. Now we'll sorry, this date modified is not required. Up to this we'll use it. Now let's come to the next line. Now we'll declare our function my details. So this is the function inside which we'll send our path, the directory path. Right now we'll just send it by calling this function, and in the second part when you go for Kinter application, there you will give the file browser option by ask open dialog. So there the user can select it, that path will be passing it. So inside this, let's just for our understanding, if you don't want to use this, use your own path, fixed path here, you can write it here also. So I am saying G, your path you write it, need not follow the same one. G, then testing. It is my path only. So and this line in particularly, after this I will, sorry, here it is, I will comment this line, because this is, I am not going to use it now. Why this is G defined. So next line I have come. Here I will say df dot drop. Why I am using is I want to remove if previously any data frame rows are there. By returning the columns, I am removing all the rows. So for that, df dot drop. Now df index. Now in place. What is the meaning of in place is the original data frame should be changed. If I will make it false, it will the new data frame only, but the old it will return. So I am telling in place means replace the D. Now the df will be replaced by removing all the rows. So that's all. Now up to this is fine. Now let me just let me come out of this function and call it once. So here I will say my details, and here I am giving, note that I am giving the path here. G is my this though I have I have commented there testing, I am giving the path here. Fine. Now this one will work like this. So this line, this function is called passing the path value here, and that I am just dropping. I am not creating anything. Let me just save it and run up to this point. No output will be there. So let's just see what's the any error is there. Fine. Let's work inside the function. Here I am. Now I'll say files. Files is my list. I will get it. os dot list directory, and here I am using path. So this path, whatever I got it, I am just creating a list out of all the file names. This directly will return me. So I can write it also. Okay, it is very clear. Now inside that, then I will loop it for f in files, because files is my list. So inside this, I am first let me create a file path, because what we got it is the name of the files, but our original path, the complete path will be first add the whatever file name to the path. So path plus, now I am just string addition. Now inside this I am putting 2 slashes, because this is the path. In your case, based on your operating system, you may have to change it. Then f. F means every inside the loop, f will take one file name, next file name, like that it will take. So this is the full path I am getting. So I'll just write it, path with file name. Fine. Now that let me come to the next. Now timestamp of the file. Timestamp. Now here I am selling os.path get m time, and then here I am selling f path. So that's all. Now this gives me the timestamp. Now that is the when the file is m means modified. Suppose I want that what time this file was created, then I will just copy this line. I will paste it here. This m time I will change it to s time. C time means created time. So this will return me the when the file was created. So let me comment this, because one only will use it. So now this is f name. Now what is the extension? Because file extension also will keep it. These two variables extension equal to os.path. Now split text and f path. Fine. So this is I'll get the file extension of it. File extension is what I am going to use, because file name already I have. F is my file name. Now what is the size? Size of the file is os.path get size. Yeah, this is correct. This says what I am getting is the particularly f path I am using and getting the size of it. Now what I am going to do is date modified. DTMOD. Here I will use the date and time, because at the top you can see I have imported date and time here at the line number 2, that I am using. Date modified is equal to date time, then from timestamp. From timestamp I am giving the input. This is I am creating a date object. Fine. So date modified, I got it. Now here I will change it to my required format. What format I want to use it. Anyway, you want to change the format, change it, because we will try and YMD, because that is the format we store it in database. So more frequently used, but you can change it to any format you want. mdate, because this is what the final data I am getting. Date time dot, I will use strf time. Strf time will gives me the text, the format, input as input format, and returns me the in the formatted output. So date mod, that is what at the top line we created it. Now here I am using again the format I will give it is okay, fine. This is YMD. This format I will end with a quote. Fine. So this is YMD. You want anything, any other format, change these things. The list is also available. You can use that list, whatever format based on this. This is year, 4-digit, month, and the date. That format I am using it. So I got the m date. Now if I want, I can print it, but I can print and check all the things. Better will do once print. Now what I am printing is first say file name f, because it is inside the loop. Here for in f, here it is files, it is there. So the file name I'll get it here. Then f extension, extension I will get it. What is the extension? mdate, then size. That's all. So these 4 things will be printing it, and then we'll insert into DataFrame. That part we'll see that. So what will, let's just check it up to this point whether I am getting the output or not. Yeah, here I got it. Yeah, all the, you can see here at the bottom the file name, then extension, then date, this 149, whatever the end it is coming, this is the size. It's, I can scroll up and display all. We'll comment this print command. Here I am commenting, and now we'll add this to our data frame. So for that I will create a list now, df new. So this is the list with all my whatever data is there. So what I will do, I will just copy up to this point, put it inside. This is the list only. Now this list I will add it to my data frame. For that I will say df data frame, whatever is outside it is available here. It is better we write it as global, because though right now we are not modifying it, global df. We are not modifying. In next part we will modify that. So df dot loc. Now here I am len. Now here I am again df close. Now again find. Now this is equal to df new. Now this will add that particular row. Inside the loop, one by one, the row will be added to the data frame. Now I will come out of the loop. I am here, I am coming out of the loop and printing the df. I am just 5 rows by default head. This head will function with a method will it will show me a sample of first 5. By default 5, I can give any number to get that. This I was just want to see how this data frame is. So I am saving this, running it. Okay, here it is. I will just move it up. Here you can see the first 5 records are coming up here. Name, let me just increase this. Now let me run it once again. You can see, yeah, first 5 records rows of the data frame is displayed here. That's all, friends. And in the next part, we will see how we will take this data and display it in a Kinter tree view. So we'll be using Pandas DataFrame also. I'll request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we add new tutorials. We frequently do that also. And if you have any doubts, suggestions, questions, use the comment section below to post it. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.